Welcome, Meep, John, What's Meep'n listeners, readers, and everyone that just, loves the Meep John tour so much. Welcome to another edition of What's Meep'n presented by the Meep John tour. I have myself, Kevin on the line, and Pete and Manny are now offline. So,
Thank you.
thank you. So, today we're going to be talking about the upcoming major, the 2-day major at Royal St. Cloud golf links this weekend. And then we'll also be talking a little bit about the field odds, walk through a little bit of the course. Then we'll go through the standings from last tournament at the Wintertide Classic at Rio Pinar. We'll have a special interview with that winner, David Bragg. And then get into a little bit of golf news later in the episode. So thank you all for tuning in on this live podcast, our second one ever, and we'll see how it goes. How you feeling, Kevin?
Well, after the winter tide, we're not feeling
Yeah, we're not feeling too good.
not feeling great, but St. Cloud is a great course to bounce back in the polar opposite of Rio. It's wide open, big greens, hit plenty of greens, but I will say it's my worst putting course that I usually play because the greens are so huge. You can be on the green and be 100 feet away. So I'm excited though to get back out there, trying to try and catch a major this year because that did not start off hot.
Yeah, and we're on St. Cloud. I mean, this weekend, this weather is supposed to be tremendous. Like tomorrow, or sorry, Saturday is supposed to be high of like 74, no clouds, like sunset coming in. Like, actually, no, it'll be a little late, but be off around 12:30 is the first time. Last two times 12:48. Maybe hit a little end bit possibly. But no, I'm super excited for it. We got we got a little weird field lists, I guess, kind of. We have 12 spots, three tee times, but only 10 spots, 2.5 tee times on Sunday. But we can walk through the first day's field list on March 22nd, this Saturday. All right, so first release ever. This hasn't been on Instagram yet. Post that after this podcast episode, but everyone that's live is able to view this. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Wow, the defending champ's not even in there.
Not even in there. It's crazy.
That is crazy. He must be scared.
Must be very scared.
Um, this is I like this field list. I'm curious to uh how Paul plays with his dad. Um, because he always plays terribly with. I wonder if like dad will offset that.
Yeah, I mean his dad is like what, three handicap or something like that.
He said that, but I guess he said he hasn't been playing as much. Or I mean, I think he lives in Pennsylvania, so he probably I don't even know if he played this year.
True. I mean, I feel like Royal St. Cloud isn't too hurtful when it comes to off the tee. Like you mentioned,
Not
like
too bad, but
greens.
he's playing. We're supposed to be on the red side on this first day, so that red side is pretty punishing.
I hate the red side stuff. Like that first tee shot off of not
Very.
exciting. What tee time you like
I,
the best out of these three?
um. Well, that's tough. I like that middle tee time. You, Sebastian, Evan, and I think that's gonna be a high high powered group. I think there's gonna be a lot of good. I think you guys playing together is gonna make each other better. A lot of good.
Yeah, I'm excited. That'll be a lot of fun. Looking at the last group, we have Javin coming in, his first tournament of the year. Might be bringing a caddy possibly to help with this game. But he's be playing alongside the first champion we had this year in 2025, David, and his cousin Thomas. Um, Kind of interesting group. See if we get a fourth, but as of right now, it's standing at three people.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know how Jobin plays in these. I haven't really paid attention. Um, But I will say the first event that he played in last year, I won. So hopefully hopefully him being in the field will help me out.
That was a Celsius Cup, right? At Falcons Fire.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that was the overtime with me.
Yeah, and that was an infamous picture of you holding two Celsius cans representing your two-time champion.
Thank you.
Um, no, I'm excited. I mean, this will be a lot of fun. First 2-day event of the year, classic one. The third time we're doing this.
This is the third. Yeah, this is the third time
That's kind
we're.
of like crazy to think about. And you know what never changes are the after the ninth hole turn dogs.
Dude, I'm. I've stopped getting the dogs at St. Cloud, and I've gone for those pulled pork.
All the pulled porks,
Those are deadly, deadly.
even the burgers too. I mean, they're so cheap and so good.
Oh, good. But I might stick with my own Crustables. I don't know. I don't know if my stomach can handle pork sandwich.
Especially when in last. Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. All right, so well, we can move over to the odds, but do you have any predictions on what Chat GPT said this week? They were way off last week.
So let me let me ask you this: the only inputs. What does it look at? Does it look at your historical performance at this course, or is it just looking at like how you played last week?
Just looking at how you played last week and your recent performance. Yeah, all I fed
Um,
it.
that's
Um,
tough.
it's tough.
I think
It
it's
was a shocker to me. It was kind of like a game. I mean, he has been playing very well. Don't get me wrong, but
to put in Thomas as the first one
I don't know. Is that your final guess?
as the best. I think Thomas is the best odds. I
Okay,
think that would be shocking to you, but he is playing well.
he's playing very well. And he just played at TPC.
Must be nice.
I know, much lucky guy. All right, we can get into the field odds for this tournament. We did make a field odds of 10 people. This is given if I don't know if Pete's gonna play the next day, but he is part of this field odds. So take it with the
We'll
grain
have
of.
to book his own. We'll have to book his own tea time because I already canceled the last two.
Thank you. Correct. All right. So field odds. Here we go. Boom. These at the top at plus 300 as one of the top contenders. Evan right
I
under
can see
that.
Evan being up there because Evan plays well at St. Cloud.
They have you up
Uh,
there.
yeah, me being up there is interesting. Don't know what that's about, but
David
I'll
really
take it.
jumped the rankings from last field odds list. I think he was part of the dark horses last time. Do you think
Well, he hasn't lost an event he's played in, so
true? I mean, do you think Davin or Pete can come through as a dark horse win again?
I. The thing with Pete is I'm gonna be in the car with him. Um, so I'm gonna. So I feel like I might be kind of distracting to him. Um, and I hope I am. But also, I feel like like when he's not playing, like he's not playing both rounds, so he knows he's not really competing. I feel like he's just not even going to be focused and might just, I don't know. I honestly have no idea because with Pete, he could just go off and shoot in the 90s and destroy everybody. So
Very true. And then does he book the next day or something? Like, is he waiting to see if he performs well the first day?
are you allowed to do that?
That's a great question. Actually, yeah, that's probably a good point to bring up. He probably should. He's gonna play. He has to book it before Saturday.
Got to make your part of the feat. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know why I'm up a plus 400.
You
I
don't
don't
feel
think I played a
confident right
full
now.
round. Huh?
You don't feel confident right now.
Well, it's just inconsistency. I haven't played a full round since the Wintertide. I haven't been to the range at all. We played Winter Park, and I played well at Winter Park. And St. Cloud is for giving off the tee, so you know, maybe it does. Maybe I do have a good chance, but I don't know. Well, can I do it 2 days in a row? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, we had someone shoot -7 net and then got sabotaged last tournament. Second,
That was tough. But Charles is not in the field, so he can sabotage anybody this year.
good sabotage for someone else though.
That's true. Well,
But
we'll see. This is an interesting field. I really don't know who to take here. I feel like David's a good one to take at plus 500.
I like
Um,
that odds.
Especially with St. Cloud being like the layout, the way that it is. I feel like he take advantage of when the holes that allow you to be aggressive. He can and on the red side. Um, those of us who aren't good at golf, which is everybody basically except David, um, like we're fighting for our lives on that red side, and I feel like he's gonna really be have an advantage on that red side where you need to be more accurate.
No, I agree. I mean, Paul could even be a pretty. I mean, right now he's a middle contender, top contender. Forget what the categories are for each one. But Dad, maybe he feels more comfortable playing. But like you said, you could counter him by just being with him. Or his kryptonite comes to
That's what
golf.
I'm thinking. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how Paul plays with his dad. It might be a situation where he's overthinking everything because his dad's there.
True.
We we really have no idea. Uh I don't know, playing with him at Winter Park, he's just in his own head a lot, which is always tough as a golfer to be stuck in your head while you're
Well,
trying to play.
I think it's also the mats, right? Like, yeah,
That's gonna
that's what's at least killed me that last tournament. Could have hit a ball to save my life. Uh, Even just distance control has been like weird lately. It's just hard to like be consistent and not a hit. It's frustrating hitting a good shot in golf, but it not going the right distance. You know what I mean? It's like you just chose the
yeah.
wrong club. Like the worst
Well,
feeling.
luckily St. Cloud has giant greens, so
True. Need to practice the putting. I'm wondering or what the how the greens are going to be. Going to be
I have no idea. I haven't looked up any. They're usually good this time. I'm assuming lightning fast again.
yeah. Last year I thought were they like a little bit punched or different?
I don't think that was last year. Last year I remember them being. Last year I remember we got rain on the second day, and then it was tough putting on the second. Oh, I think you know what? I think the white side, maybe the white side was punched last year or sanded. I think it was sanded, the white side, and then the red and blue sides were like blazing fast.
Wait, what side was sanded? You said.
The white.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
looking
know
at
about this year
looking
though.
at reviews right now, and it says for white and blue greens are perfect. Red, white, say the greens are in bad shape. So I guess we'll see. All I know is that I will not be using that range. That's just great vibes, though. I'm excited out there. Yeah, who I would take out of this, I would probably, in terms of like odds and stuff, like Thomas has been playing well, plus 800. That's a steal. An underdog. And I'll probably lock in Thomas. Take this one.
I'm locking in David just because he
Back to
is.
back.
Are these odds just for the first day or for the whole event?
A whole event. Told it two
Oh yeah,
days.
I'm still taking David because until he shows us he can lose, I think this course plays to it.
I also feel like this tournament's like a setting stone. Like, I mean, Charlie last year won this tournament and then the next two after. So could be in a nice little boost the rest of the year. All right. Got through the field list. Kind of talked through the course, I guess. Pull up the scorecard here. Got three sides. So Royal St. Cloud, if you don't know, if you never played there, is 27 holes with red, white, and blue, very American of Royal St. Cloud to include all those colors. 9 holes each, and usually how tee times work, split between two different sides. Could be red, white, could white, white, blue. Those are usually the combinations. It's not ever usually red, blue, what I can remember.
They do have red blue. I've only done it once.
Yeah.
3 years we've been playing there. I've only
So you said the first day, I think we're starting at red.
I booked. I believe it's red white for the first day, but they do sometimes change it when you show up. Sometimes they'll send you off in a different one. So we're booked for red white, which is always a tough start because that tee shot on red, like forget about the water on the right side. That's play. It's the left
Short, yeah.
that left side out there that is just like no matter where you aim the ball, just the first two holes actually everything like slants that seems like it slants that way. I'm sorry, not first two holes. Hole one and hole three. Hole three also feels like
I feel like
it left side of the fairway. You roll all the way down into the bush on in trees.
two is also like that. Like the water comes up pretty quickly. Like if you hit the left side of the fairway, it rolls towards that water. Then
Yeah,
you're behind those trees, so then you either have to shoot a blind shot over to the green or just lay up.
yeah. Two is a tricky one. Two is like you can't go for it, and I don't think you. I've never seen anyone go for that one in two. That would be insane. You'd have to hit like a
Yeah. I've seen Cole do it though, not on the field. Uh no, but yeah, like you said, hole one, it's any fairway to start out. Like
It's
the
a tough
hazard
green.
hazard is very close on the left. There's barely any room to
Yeah,
work with, like left side of the fairway, and then right side is just all bushes and sand
all
bunkers.
bushes and. But I'd rather be on the right side.
Yeah, but it would be nice to
The
start off
green
late.
is tough on one because it's like it's very elevated and then it has that like little runoff area. I remember last year I had a tough. I don't know if it was during the tournament or just a round I played there where I was on like a downslope and I had to hit to it and I short sighted myself on the green. So like I'm on this downslope trying to hit to this elevated green, stop it, and I was like impossible. I tried to bump it up there because I'm like I can't get this one. I tried to basically roll it up and down the hill, 20 or 30 feet past the hole. Not
Yeah,
great.
I mean that green is super tough. Like yeah, like you said, the runoff area, and then like even if you hit it on the green, if there's a front flag, like just getting it to stop at the hole, well, coming out of there with the par is like
Yeah, coming out of there with anything better than a double is probably a win, a
right.
one.
Yeah, so we can kind of already touch hole two. Just a little decision you have to make to start out. If you have a really good tee shot, you could go for it. If not, way up on the right side, and then the
Another tough green though.
green is pretty
Another
small.
tough green.
Green is small.
It's small, but it has how it's like has a huge hill in the back, and then on the left side it drops all the way down, and then it's
Yep.
kind of flat on the front. But it's like if you're long, that like that's a front pin, and you go long, you have to go like down a hill, up a hill, back down a hill, stop it by the hole. It's like the greens are big, but if you're in the wrong part of the greens at the course, it's might as well not be on the green.
Facts. Yep. We'll be playing from gold, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
All right, so hold three. Hold three's another skinny and green, very difficult to hit.
I feel like this green's pretty. It is one of the easier greens once you're on there.
Once you're on it, but I feel like it's so skinny and like the water just, I don't know, the water messes with the right side. So,
Water's tough.
and so if you miss the green left, you're tripping over a giant hill, or if I can correctly, you're tripping over a giant hill towards the
Yeah,
water on like a skinny
and if
green,
you're down like by the cart path, you have to go try and play the hill.
right? Hole four is the first part three, very very short.
Fun par three, very fun.
Remember that one? A lot of
It's the
bunkers.
short one, like the rocks on the right side.
Oh, yeah, that's weird distance. Is at 120, at least for myself.
Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting. I like this hole a lot though. I don't know. I like a good short par three.
True. It's a good. All right. So hole five.
tough one. Very
A
tough
tough
one.
one. Yep.
No matter what club I hit, I always aim at the bunkers on the right, and I always feel like I have the correct club, and I always go long for the bunker, no matter what club I pick. I might just say F it and go driver off that one, rip it. Because if I'm gonna lose the ball, I might as well lose it way up there.
Isn't right of 5 is
No, no, right of 5 is 3.
okay. Bad. Lovely. Uh,
Lovely.
hole 6 is the one with the patches and two sides of the fairway, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's usually the hole where I'm at, like, already wrecked by this course already.
Then you
Everything's
miss left on this green on hole 6 and then double it. Okay.
Thank you. Perfect. Uh, hole 7.
Court 4. Big hill on the left side.
Okay, yep. Remember that one. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's a tough green to hit, but it's the hole itself is not very difficult, right?
Hole 8, pretty long par 3.
Long 3 square green.
That one. Always in or way
Yeah.
every time. It's like a perfect square. Four
Yeah.
corners of bunkers. And then 9 we ended with the par 5. Goes out.
They're tough one. They have that tree that if you try and stay away from the junk on the left, you end up behind that stoop, right?
You have like a little creek too before, so you can't really even go for it.
I don't know if that creek
I thought it. Oh, okay. I feel like every time we've been of
dry,
dry.
but there's that water every time we go. Oh my god, this drives me crazy. I always use something along the right side for whatever reason. Whenever I'm on this hole, I'm always looking towards the right side of of the fairway. Maybe I'm just bad directionally, and I'm usually picking a target, and I'm looking at the GPS, and I want to hit this club, and I always hit the line. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go, and it must not be the line I'm looking at on the GPS because the last 2 times I've come, one time I went into the water to the right on 9, and the other time I was like on the hill just short of the water, and I'm like, I thought I was gonna be like 30 yards short of that, and it's just like that water comes up really, really
Does
quick on the right side.
I remember usually like pipe the drive down. You never pipe the drive down
Thank you.
this one. Okay, so that wraps up red side. Then we move to white side. I love hole 1. Hole
Oh,
one's just
just wide
so
open
wide open.
until the second shot.
Second shot gets a little more narrow. This one's a pretty easy, unless you hit it long and then you're over the green. You're
Going,
kind of screwed.
yeah, and then putting downhill. This green always, I feel like I always three, no matter what. It's so hard.
Gotta get on too. Thank you. Hole
Well,
2, you miss right because it's wide open because the other
oh
fairway.
yeah, the fairway. You aim right. There's no reason to go into the junk on the left. Just, I mean, we're giving away the secrets. Just go right.
Yeah, why
It's
are we
like,
getting right?
well, are we gonna?
According to ChatGPT.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hate hole 3. That's my most hated hole.
Is this
That's,
hole 3 the par 3?
yeah, where they have the dispenser of golf balls in the
Brutal,
in the gum little machine thing.
brutal hole part. That hole 3. It's because the green, it's skinny and it's turned sideways. It's like a mini version of second hole at Bay Hill, where it's like, it's a skinny green, but it's sideways. So hit it. It's like this one's shorter, so at least like when you hit it, you can hit Bay Hill. You're hitting a long iron.
Oh yeah, no.
Um, but judging the distance, if there's any wind, it's like because like you can't go long, short. You can't go right and go left. And I think last year there was a drop area next to the
Was
out for that.
yeah, cause
So
yeah,
yeah,
anywhere short right, long right, that's water. Cooked. I just can never seem to hit a good shot in that hole. 4 is the little hilly ones. It's like the little hills off to the right side.
I like hole 4. It's a tricky one, but if you hit a good drive, it like your approach shot, you can really go after it.
Actually, this one here, I think. Little picture there with
No,
the
you're
bunker.
thinking of the
I'm
hole
thinking
on
a
the
different side.
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 Hole 4 is it's similar, but it's on like a giant hill that leads towards that
Yeah,
lake.
I know that hill. Not fun. Is that was part 4 too? Lovely. Uh, part 5. Sorry, hole 5.
5,
Part 4.
short one. Uh, Short one with the little bridge, the little St. Andrews Bridge.
Oh yeah.
A very difficult green to putt on.
Yes. Very,
Extremely
very.
slopey green. If you're putting downhill on that green, you're done.
You're done.
It's done so hard.
Yeah, the tee shot there though is very, very fairway. It's just short. Should be easy. All right, no more secrets.
Dang,
Thank you. Hole 6. Another hated part 3. One's
another
just
tough green.
very tough green, and the tee box also kind of feels like tucked, kind of like the. Not, I mean, it's open, but like it just feels like it's a trek to get to the tee box,
A long walk to go up there with your rangefinder, and then have to walk back thinking, "What the fuck club am I gonna
and you waste all your energy chunking everything.
thank you?"
Hole 7.
Hole 7 always feels like it's into the wind. It's got that bunker in the fairway.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's pretty. It seems like it would be short, but it really, I don't know. It plays long because I feel whenever we played it always feels like straight into the
Yeah, and that one also, the green is elevated, if I can remember right.
yeah,
It was
tough
another
one.
tough green. Hole 8 is pretty open. Was that this hole 8 is where the guy took my ball?
Yeah,
Great. In the middle of the fairway and comes back and grabs it and bends it off the.
just cuts your ball in half.
Hole 8's a pretty gettable hole though. Um,
Hole 8 is unless you if you go too far left and
yeah,
but it's one of those ones there's no real reason left.
right. Unless the
Hole
wind's in,
9,
try to carry that
but
bunker.
usually you're going into the wind on 7, then you turn around, you're with
Right. Well, that's if you're lucky because usually the wind.
perfect. Yeah,
9. I like this hole.
gettable 5. I
5.
one of the only 5s that I like always try and go for it. I never reach it, but like I'll hit the 3 wood out there because it's like wide open. Really miss anywhere with that.
Feels like the most about Royal St. Cloud history. The Pete off to the side. The wedding. There's a wedding off to the right side of the green. Like 100 people watching and he just chunks it. Dude, what a moment. Uh that wraps up the white side and the blue side. It's a little difficult too, my
Blue
opinion.
stuff.
Especially if it's windy. Fairways are a bit more tighter than white. Um hole one's short. There's water though if you don't hit it right, and also stand bunker off kind of straight in the distance. I, I thought the water was off to the right side on.
It's right, but it's also like you have to carry it. On the right
Yeah.
side, shouldn't be an issue unless you like really fall, but you'll have to carry the wall.
Um then hole 2 straight away par 4. It's not too bad.
Hole 2's hole 2. I always I always hit my iron shot thin that one. Whatever reason. My drives always end up in like the spot, and they always settle on this downslope. I always hit a shot into that, and I never changed my approach or anything.
And then this one, I guess, what are they calling this? Snake icon for these 4 5s. Like,
Their version of this.
yeah, but yeah, three is a tough part three. I mean, the green's pretty open, but you have to shoot over a giant bunker, so it's kind of like blind shot that you're shooting into.
Three. Last time we were on three, or last time I played three, it was a tough back right, like, and I ended up like in the front of the green, trying to put down across the slope and down and stop it by the hole. It's like, I mean, might as well chip. Hard if you're putting downhill on these.
Yeah. Um, Part four. I think I or sorry. Next hole four, par five.
This
Um,
one's a gettable one. This they go for it, par five.
this was the one where you drove it and won that like driving putting contest, right, or whatever that
Yeah,
we were doing.
I just had to hit the fairway.
Did it? You know, wasn't there like a bunker right in the middle of the fairway too?
It's that waist area. I don't know if it's bunker. It's just like a waist that goes between four and five.
Well, the second shot is like very good, wide
Yeah.
open.
You're in the fairway. You're not in that bunker. You can go for that green.
Yeah. Um, Hole five. That one's it's. Is it? That's the one where we both had that beautiful bunker shot off the side of the green.
The hole
It's
five
a
is,
very tough
I
hole.
think, is probably the hardest hole on the course. It plays long and it has a really hard green to hit. Crazy bunker and I think hole five is the hardest.
Yeah, the green's also very tiny too. That bunker off to the right side's always in play. Always in play. Hole six. This is the one. Hole six. That middle picture is
Yeah.
hole six.
Yep.
Now I remember. Um, but that one's. If you don't hit that part, it's pretty straightforward hole too. Par
And I think
four.
they cut down some of the last time we were there, they had cut grass. So um I remember playing Evan in the match play. Hit it too far up the left side. Perfect drive, but it was just too far up the left side over that bunker. And it rolled into all the grass and waste, and he had to take a drop because he couldn't find it. And next time we were out there, they had cut all that down. Would have been able to find it. But yeah, if that grass is still cut short, then it's wide open.
Right. And hole seven's opposite of Bay Hill. Hole six. The
I don't
water.
like this.
Yeah, the wind's always in your face too.
The ball is
Um,
always drawn towards the water.
every time. Well, lefties, fortunately.
But
Wide. Thank you. Drawing the draw. Oh wait, is hole eight the guy, or the one with the coyote, the fake coyote on it,
I think yeah, on the backside.
on the backside of the green? Yeah. Hole eight's
This is a
another
tough
tough
three.
part three.
Yeah. And it always feels like there's wind across you, so like you always have to like up and just like let the wind take it across.
Yep, exactly. That's a pretty skinny green too. Well, it depends kind of where the. And then hole nine finished up with another par four.
I like hole nine. Nine is it's pretty open as well. It's like I always end up in that bunker on the left, but it's like if you go left of that, you're on hole one of the blue side. So it's like it's pretty hole nine's a good finishing hole for the tournament, I think.
I agree. If we finish on the blue side, though, we don't know that.
Hopefully
That would be nice.
if we
Okay.
finish blue side or white side, either side is gonna be great finishes. I think nightmare scenarios if we on the red side.
That would be bad. Don't want to finish on the red side. Um. Okay, so we'll have David join here in a moment, but while we do that, I think we're gonna finish with Royal St. Cloud. On our next podcast episode, we'll have the winner interviewed, and then we'll kind of talk through kind of what happened that day. Um, that's really it. for upcoming weekend. As for the last event, um, we had 12 players go out there. Sorry, 11 players. And David took it home by a pretty long shot.
I like
This
how it's
is,
highlighting your name.
I know, it's because it's my account. Screen share. Uh, I mean, sub 30 putts. Only 2 people to do that in the field. You and David got least amount of putts in the field.
Yeah, just think about how bad the rest of my game was that I had 28 putts and shot a 90.
Oh man, that's tough.
Striking it well, just into all the wrong spots.
Right? No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, David kind of just took it away. It wasn't really even close. After like front nine, it was just not blow up in there.
Felt like every notification was a birdie.
No, literally, he had like 4 birdies full day, but didn't buy into skins. Tough scene. D actually ended up winning all the skins. Birdie, I think it was. But Michael had a great tournament. I mean, this was his I think 3rd tournament, I want to say. Uh, but great performance. Gross or net 79, second place at the first event of 2025 is a great start. Evan was leading for some time, or at least at the top of the leaderboard. Up on him. He was pretty consistent throughout, and then kind of came into our group with Roy and well, Manny's at the bottom, but yeah, our group was abysmal. It was just so tough. It was a very very tough day. Tough to even look at my score right now.
That's not never good when your gross score is in, or I'm sorry, your
Oh,
net score is in the 90s.
thank you. Yeah, gross score has 3 digits. It's kind of tough. Haven't seen that in a very long time.
Scroll down to Manny, I want to see.
Oh yeah, Manny. Yeah, of course.
Oh, Manny.
Yeah, Manny. 120. Very tough. Um, and hey, Charlie's at the almost at the bottom. You almost beat Charlie. Won by a stroke. All right. We have David on the line. Just give us 1 second here. Transition over. All right, David, you there?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
All right, we're gonna transition you over here. Dude, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for joining. Absolutely, sir. You're the first ever live interview on What's Meep'n.
Really? First ever live, huh?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we're live right now.
yeah, this is live right
Sounds
now.
good. Nice.
How you feeling coming off your
Cool.
first win of 2025?
It feels pretty good, man. But be a good time. I think it'll be very competitive out there. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
We do already have a question in the chat from Thomas. Is it true that you sleep over with Brock Burnett before tournaments for good luck?
No, that's not true.
Not true. Okay, he's
Sure.
denied those allegations.
Yeah, that's not true.
um,
It's a good one. Good one there, Thomas.
Thomas is our top commenter, as you can tell.
Of course.
So you did win the D's Nuts Classic last year at Eagle Creek. How does this win that you just won compare to that one last year?
Honestly, I'm not sure if it does. Back then, wasn't as good at golf as I am now. Handicap dropped a lot. That course I thought was pretty easy back then. It's definitely a lot easier than Rio was this time. Um, but yeah, I honestly think Rio was the better win for sure. It was a tough course. A lot of people were struggling. Everybody was really struggling. But yeah, that's what I think about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you kind of took it away. I mean, was there a point at any of those holes where you were like, yeah, I got it in the bag, basically?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much towards the end, I kind of knew.
Yeah.
Right around 15, 16, I pretty much had it secured, so I was just playing for safe golf at the end there.
Have you played St. Cloud before?
I haven't actually. I have not. So I'm excited to get out there. I've heard it's pretty open, but I heard it's unlike any other course around here. So I'm excited for that.
The It's the complete opposite of Rio. It's wide open and
Right. Yep. So I mean that I find that it'll be there's an advantage to the higher handicapper there because it's a wide open course, and I think that a higher handicapper has a better chance, shooting a 83, 84 than one of the lower handicappers coming in with a low 72, low 73, just because the higher handicapper can make so many more mistakes. So I
Uh,
think it'll be interesting.
so is there any rivalries that you have on tour with anyone on tour currently? We know last year's winner was Charlie. Is that someone you look up to take over his spot and be the top person in the league?
Listen, Charlie turned to chum. I think we all know that. Really, he's out there playing in a skirt. What are we doing?
Oh, I totally
Honestly,
forgot about
that's
that. Oh my
I
goodness.
completely forgot.
yeah. Charlie's out there in a tank top and a skirt. So he's pretty much out of sight at this point. I think.
Well, you haven't. I don't think you've seen the pairings release yet, but you're paired with your cousin Thomas. Is that something that you're worried about that he'll be getting in your head all day, or you think you'll brush it off?
Not at all, actually. Not at all. I think it's the opposite. I think I'll be getting in his head more than he'll be getting in mine. You know, Thomas doesn't work well under pressure.
Do you
So
think you'll be able to play well with in the thick of it playing for 36 straight holes?
yeah. So this is what I was thinking. I was thinking 36 holes, right? I think it's somebody that's coming in at a 15, 16, 17 handicap. I think they have a better chance of playing a good round and winning a round, right? But I don't think they have a lower chance of shooting two consistent rounds in a row. You see a lot more of the lower handicappers coming in with two, decent rounds than a higher handicapper. I have a feeling a lot of them are going to come in with a good round and a bad round. So I think it'll be pretty, if the lower handicapper stays pretty consistent. I think it's going to be a pretty close call. We might even see a playoff here.
That'd be really cool. But we didn't have a playoff last year.
We haven't had a playoff at St. Cloud yet, which would be a really cool course to have a playoff at.
That'd be really cool. I wonder where we would have that playoff.
If it's hole, I hope it's hole one on the white side. That
Yeah,
would be
same. Electric. With the wedding watching.
or hole nine. Send us out to hole nine on the white side, coming back in. Oh
Oh my god. Um,
my
do you have an estimate, David, or where you want to be in terms of score wise after the first day, the tournament upcoming this weekend?
No, I think I'll be closer to the top. I'm expecting to come out and shoot low to mid 70s. But I can't say that I'll do that. But I have confidence that I'll be close to the top. Can't can't I can't tell you it's definitely gonna happen, but it's likely. I think the meep'n odds for me winning were a little too high last time, so I'm wondering where I'm put this time.
Oh
We
yeah,
can actually
actually,
bring those up.
bring those up again. They updated a little bit. You're at plus 500 in this one. Chat,
Okay.
yeah, ChatGPT's respected your win. As
Yeah.
stated by the Instagram post, put some respect on David's name.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I just lost my. Yeah, you're at plus 500, fourth best odds to win the tournament, which I think. I mean, Kevin already mentioned earlier in the podcast that he would take you as putting all of his life savings on
Oh
to
yeah.
win the
At
tournament
at
with those
plus
odds.
500, at plus 500 going into St.
Okay.
Cloud. Just to give you a heads up about St. Cloud, it's open, but they have like the 3 different sets of 9, and one of the sets that we're playing is the red side, which is a little tighter. It's not really like kind of has a bunch of like water and trees, where I think you'll play better than a higher handicap on that, and I think that side is where you'll separate yourself. So that's where like plus 500
Okay.
give me everything on that one.
Yeah, I mean, tighter courses. Not really. It's really all about decisions when you're playing those tighter courses. I think instead of you got to play it safe on those courses. Take out the 3-wood off the tee and hit 7-6 iron in and just trust your short game. But yeah, I'm hoping, man. Hopefully, play well out there. I wish good luck to everybody else as well, except Thomas Pollard. But yeah, it'll be a good time. I think I'm really excited for it.
I'm super excited. I'm gonna pull up your scorecard from last week or last tournament real quick. Um, are you sending a message to all the Jawns out there by shooting 4 birdies but not buying any skins because you like that?
Yeah, man. I just I didn't want to take anybody's money.
Yeah, no, I feel
It's
you.
just for fun. So I'll buy in this time. That was just a warning for everybody.
Ah, smart. I think that's really all the questions I had. I don't know if you had any other questions for him, Kev.
I don't really have anything. I just have a comment about preying on Thomas's downfall. I'm right there with you. I think I'm leading that charge of down with Thomas and sick of that guy.
About it, man. But Thomas has gone down to the end. He's been there almost winning, but he just has something in his blood. He just chokes. I don't know what it is, man.
Yeah, no, that guy is something else.
Yeah, but
All
predict.
right, well,
Yes, sir.
uh,
All right. Well,
appreciate you calling in, David.
we'll see you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
See you this weekend. Good luck out there.
All right, man. Good luck to you guys.
All right, peace.
See ya.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that guy is he's a great interviewer, to be honest, or
Yeah,
interviewee.
very professional. He says all the right things. You can tell he wants to say something.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. No, he keeps it composed. He says the right things. There's no bad posts that are gonna be happening on Twitter later today. Rex, call it. Pulling up the standings. We did show the Grint scoreboard from last tournament, and those points are not accurate because the software is just not very nice when it comes to customizing points. But
Yeah, it doesn't subscribe to them.
yeah, the meep index is proprietary, and if you do take it, we will sue you. But right now, David leading at 220 points. It's a really good start to the year. Basically, everyone decreases down by 20. It's a linear deduction all the way down at 20 points. But upcoming this major, it's gonna be worth a lot of points. Majors are worth a lot more than elevated events. And with having 10 people out there in the field, that's something you really want to execute to make sure you're up at the top of this point standings before the MEEP index comes out. Right now, we have it at 94 days. I think that's after the June tournament. I can't think off the top of my head. Actually, here. after Sweet Mother of Pearl Classic, the Swampika. But no, I'm excited. Super excited for this tournament standings. I feel like this season's already out off to a good start. Um, I'm just excited for this week. I love golf, even when
I
I'm
love
bad at it.
golf and I love this course. This course is so good. I'm like, yeah, I'm just hyped to get out to St. Cloud. It's a long drive, 2 days in a row. Part of me kind of wishes we did like 36 in one day, but yeah, I just know coming in on Sunday, it's gonna be so nice. Not even have to worry about like Charles. Charles was so far in the lead by 18 last year that he duffed his drive into the little creek on the on hole 9 of the blue side and then hit another one and got like a double and still won.
Crazy, dude. Yeah, I wanted to. I love like if I'm not in contention, I like that it if it's close. It's like,
Oh, I want it to be close if I'm not in it.
dude, if everyone's in it too, like we haven't really had that.
I
Um,
like this. I like this course. Um, like if I'm in it, that's a big if. I like that this course the tee shots on all the hole 18 be like wide open, like scary when you're in it, and it's like you're coming down the stretch at Rio or what were the two I was in? I was in Rio and Duran. Oh my god, dude, I couldn't breathe on hole 18 of Duran. But like St. Cloud, you're like wide open. Take
yeah,
your time, hit it anywhere.
yeah. I'm interested to see if I'm ever in contention this year because like I have like the Whoop band or whatever, so like the heart rate and stuff, dude. Like you're saying, like those like last couple shots when you're in the lead, like the one,
Oh,
a shot that I can
the
remember is just
iron shot coming in is always the
oh
scariest.
yeah,
Like,
shaking
what if
like
I chunk it and it goes backwards?
literally, dude. Like I remember at Bay Hill, like on 18 when I was like hitting like kind of over the water, dude. Like I was
That's a
with
scary
Manny,
one.
and I was telling Manny, dude, I've never been this scared before in my life. It's just like I don't know what it is, but
That's a scary approach hole. That thing's great with the. Oh my god, that's
dude,
like an iconic hole to be coming down the stretch having to hit that.
dude. Even after the guy yelled at us too, dude, there was so much just going on. It was like bro, I'm about to explode
Like a
inside.
5.5 hour round.
Oh man. All right. So I think we want to try something new. Little what's meeping in the world of golf kind of news thing. So we got four little things. We can just talk about each point, but dude, I feel bad for JJ just collapsing in hole 17. Like even like we just talked about, like hitting the best shot that you could, just not the right distance.
Yep.
A bad feeling.
I will say it's like I know those guys are obviously at a different level and they want to win, but like going into a playoff on Monday, knowing like, oh, I'm gonna make a couple dollars because I'm tied for first place. Not that I wouldn't care, but it's like, man, at least I have like all that money secured.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, and also I guess I don't know what how PJ Tour does it, but if you get like high placement, you're more eligible for other events or something. But I don't know if it's this
It
case for
depends on
TPC.
the event. It depends on the event. Some events it's event by event, I think. Like if you're looking at majors, they have different criteria. So like this will definitely help his like, ranking and stuff to get into those events if he doesn't already have an invite.
True. Um, then Rory stealing the guy's phone. It's not much of a big. It was just kind
No,
of
but I
funny. He
think
just walked away.
yeah, and he didn't even steal it. He just said, "Hey, can I see that?"
No,
And the
yeah,
guy just
he
gave it
asked
to him
for
and he
it.
walked away. But I think um, it propelled him to a win. So I might try and steal Pete's phone this on Saturday. Hey, can I see that? And just walk away with it. Maybe that'll shoot.
Crazy. Uh, do you watch TGL still, or
No,
yeah, I kind of just stopped?
I don't. The Boston team was so bad. I just stopped watching.
Yeah, the Jupiter Golf Links. God Almighty, dude. Kevin Kisner's That guy just needs to stay at broadcasting. He's not good at golf anymore. But yeah, the finals are set. New York is going to face Atlanta in the final. Apparently, there was upsets for them to get there. I don't know how you can consider them upsets when they only played like 4 matches.
Watching. I will say though, this isn't on the list, but the you want to talk about bad commentating? Creator Classic had some of the worst commentators I've ever heard,
Oh, right. I didn't watch that. I missed that.
bro. They had some like exciting moments, like the barstool guy taking a chunk of earth and no ball, and then like the Fat Perez, the putt on 17. That was like that whole thing. Like it was really cool. But man, the commentating, I I I don't know how to describe it. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch any of it, but um, who ended up winning? It was
It was
Grant.
a Grant. Yeah,
That was
it
a
was a
crazy putt though.
three-way playoff. It was a playoff between Grant, um, guy Sully from No Laying Up, and then George Bryan from the Bryan Bros. And they did like a one-hole playoff on hole 17. Grant birdied it.
That was a crazy putt. Is he like legally holding that putter?
I don't know. You know, some people are saying he was anchoring it. I can't know. Like, those are the same people who are looking like, oh, did that guy brush a grain of sand backswinging? You have to like zoom in that far to tell if he's doing. Probably not doing it.
Yeah, that full swing episode kind of got me with the Big Allo like stuff for the sand stuff.
Oh,
Dude, oh,
yeah,
that
that
was
was
so tough.
brutal.
Um, Innisbrook is back. First tournament since we played there. First,
Yeah,
the next professional tournament since we played there. Since ours was professional.
dude.
Um,
Yeah. Ours was slightly different conditions, and they're playing.
Worst
But
conditions. The rain.
yeah, yeah.
We're getting
Oh,
monsoon though.
pouring rain. And did you see the guy today? The guy punted
Oh,
his putter.
dude, he bent it in half. Crazy.
It was so bad.
Didn't you know he did that and then he withdrew because it was a back or whatever? Yeah, he's not he's not even in the field anymore. He's missed like 6 cuts in a row. That's like kind of I feel bad for him. He's not making any money. Um, I saw K Roy was +3. Saw a screenshot in the chat of that. That's awesome. Representing the K Roys out there very well.
Yep.
Um, and a Masters dinner's out. And served of honor, Scotty Scheffler.
Same
Uh,
thing he had last time. Ravioli.
Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites that we talking about?
Yeah. Only thing different. The rest is sliders, skillet cookie, chili.
Sounds so warm chocolate cookie, bro. So he serves the dinner.
Now he picks the menu, and
This is served in honor. Oh, served in honor of Mr. Scotty Chef.
so we need to do like a. I guess Troy and I will have to do for his dinner. Um, I had to do it for myself last year.
Where'd you go?
Just stayed home. So maybe we'll see what menu Troy wants to put together to be served in honor of him.
Gotta get. Hopefully, we add another match. And
See, that'd be cool. It's one of those things where it's like you want more people in there, but also like I want to win.
yeah, true. Like an exclusive club. Kind of
I
cool.
know. Jack, we need to get need Troy to give us that jacket back to put the name.
Yep, I agree. Stitch that in. LTH also in Jawns going back to back. I don't know if Team Jawns are ever gonna lose.
Be cool.
That's I don't know if I'm gonna be picking this year because I'm not starting out
Oof.
well.
No, we need to decide, but I'm still of the mindset that you still be captain as the defending
Oh,
captain,
I do remember
two-time
you mentioned
defending
that.
captain, and then top points earner is captain that challenges.
I like that.
That's
Keeps me
that's
in
my mind
captain
because like
spot.
you're on a two-year win streak, so it's like why would we pull the plug now?
True. That's a good point. I like that
Although
idea.
you did give up, and
I also didn't score any points the year before that. I'm just
oof,
I'm a good captain. I'm not a good player. Thank you.
smart.
Well, I think that's really all we want to talk about. We're over an hour now. But I think this was a great episode. It was fun talking about everything. Having David on as the first live interviewee. That's a weird word, dude. We live.
We'll do it live.
Go live. Go. Any final thoughts before we wrap up here, Kevin?
I got no final thoughts. I'm just excited for this weekend of major golf. First major of the year across all.
Correct. Thank you all. Thank you. Emerald Invitational this weekend. Appreciate everyone calling in, listening in, and watching in. If you can do that. Hope everyone has a great weeks, and next podcast episode will most likely be the Thursday before the next event, which right now on schedule April 27th is the next event, so that Thursday before
Sunday.
that is a Sunday
That's going to be the Sunday brunch.
at Dub's Dread. Oh my goodness, dude! We'll say that for the next episode.
Yeah.
I'm excited, but appreciate everyone calling in, and we'll tune in next time. Have a great one. Ciao.